I'm a guy that came to the Philippines and have been single for almost 1 year, with the exception of a few women that I dated briefly. So that is almost an impossibility. There are so many women that are vying for foreigners because of the wealth factor alone, that like it's really, 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 really hard, whether you're 70 years old or 19 years old, to stay single in the Philippines because of just the wealth factor alone. Say that you were butt ugly and you had a terrible personality, just off of the factor of being able to bring up that woman and her family, it's almost impossible to stay single. So guys like to see that.
This delusional man just tried to make the case that it's just so hard staying single and having one night stands and, just casually dating women here in the Philippines, as opposed to actually committing to a relationship. Like, this is so much harder than what a committed relationship would be. What? He paints Filipinos in such a negative light. Oh, they're just jockeying for a position. They're just all lining up. It's so hard. I gotta fight them away. You have no idea the effort it takes to keep these women away. They all want my money. That's really what it is. They all want, the resources.
Also, a lot of people don't want to move to Dumaguete. They want to move to a place like a Boracay, a BGC, a Makati, a Cebu, places that I've been and rented 3 apartments and stuff. So I think that
here's Jasper again, just displaying his limited knowledge of Filipino vloggers and YouTubers. Like, he's just like, oh, well, all of them are in Dumaguete. They're just all in Dumaguete, and I'm checking out the cool places. It's weird. No one thought to move to Makati. No one thought to move to, BGC. So I'm just filling that void.
For whatever reason.
You're moving around. You're different locations is cool.
Exactly.
Where's Jasper now?
Exactly.
So,
and then I'm showing you, like I showed everybody the play-by-play of Erica. Like, here's me calling Erica. Here's me booking a flight. Here's Erica right in front of me. This is the type of girl you could get. Mary Rose, I'm doing interviews with her over and over again. So then I'm showing, because people were like, okay, he's making money on YouTube. He's big on YouTube, but he can't get any girls. He's lonely. He doesn't have a maiden. Then I showed you 2 women. So then it was like, oh, now we really hate him. Like, oh my God. And these women weren't, 50-year-old girls with 6 kids or something. These were, women that are educated, that are in the good age demographic, that are considered cute by my audience.
Okay, a few things to say about this one. So it's pretty pathetic how much Jasper cares about what other people think. He's like, oh, I put them on camera because people thought that I was successful, but I didn't have a girl, so I needed to show them. Oh, I had to show them that I could get girls. Like, how insecure do you need to be to openly admit that? This man is 46 years old. He's acting like he's in the 7th grade. And I'm not going to be very nice here. I'm going to say this, and they probably don't deserve me saying this, but honestly, just because this is constantly brought up, I'm going to do it. The girls Jasper has been with are not attractive. All he does is perpetuate this notion that they are these super gorgeous women. He said Mary Rose is an 8 or a 9, and that's not including her amazing personality, which makes her even hotter than that. What are you talking about? In order to feel good about himself, he constantly pretends that these women that he goes out with are these drop-dead gorgeous models, and he gaslights his viewers. And anytime someone says, oh, I don't really agree with that, it almost immediately results in a ban. And then he goes off and pretends like he's championing women, and he's like, oh, I can't believe you would ever talk about a woman that way. I can't believe... He plays this I have the moral high ground situation, and it's a joke, honestly.
I have the high ground.
So, yeah.
So, would it be accurate also to say, do you feel like you have guys on your, mostly guys on your lives and on your videos and your age, probably, I don't know, correct me.
I've done consultations with guys that are like 22, 25, 27, right. And then guys my age up to guys that are like in their 60s. But I think, a lot of the guys are like in their 40s. They're like 6-figure guys that are like, oh, wow, this guy's in like a global city. This guy's in like a a really beautiful beach with beautiful, gorgeous, even white women running around Baraka and stuff, and they're going, oh, it's a little bit different than watching Old Dog sitting on his couch. No disrespect to Old Dog, but they're like, oh, okay. So you don't just have to get married to the 40-year-old girl that meets you at the airport. You can just move around and be a free agent, or you can, be in the skyscraper, be on the white sand beach or whatever. But it's just a little bit of a different take on the Philippines that probably resonates with the guys like in their 20s, 30s, my age,
She didn't even ask a question about any of that. He's just ranting and rambling on and keeps cutting her off. She keeps trying to get a word in and he just keeps going.
Well, I think they've all been there, or they have been here, but we were just looking for, or waiting for somebody. Yeah, that's not an older person, an older man, and you're in their life stage, that life phase, let's say.
Exactly. It's relatable. It's relatable more than a guy sitting on a couch, that's just telling you about health insurance or telling you about how he just got married. All the Dumagetti guys are married now. Gio's married, Old Dog's married, Mark Thornton's married. So these guys are all married now, and these guys are 20 years my senior besides Gio. So there's just not a lot of relatability there for a guy that isn't in an LDR with a woman, isn't currently constructing a house for her family and stuff. There's just like guys that are like 27 that are like, you know what? The dating market kind of sucks here. I got an online job, or I got 100 grand saved or something. And they might gravitate towards my channel. And a lot of people come in and come out. Like they'll get what they need out of it and they leave. Or they come to the Philippines, so then they're living it. They don't really have time to tune into every live or watch every video because they're in the Philippines meeting different girls or moving around, or, they took the little bit of information that I have and they were like, oh, okay, they rented an apartment in BGC. They rented they're moving around, they're in Cebu, and they're not really necessarily needing to hear 3 hours of lives of me talking about it anymore because they already did it.
Somebody sitting on their couch talking about health insurance. We're talking about Old Dog here. At least he's giving actual information about health insurance. You sit and point your camera out the window like you are in this interview even, and you talk about nothing.
So you're relatable to guys, to men, and you're approachable to women. Would that be a true statement?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, there's a reason why I have more women in my community than anyone else.
Again, where is the proof of this? I want to see some evidence. I see no evidence for this. None.
Nobody else has the women that I have. Other guys will get 500 viewers, like the guy that we won't mention that did the exposed piece. That guy will get 500, 550 people, but it won't be a lot of like beautiful Filipinas from like OFWs to women in the Philippines. It'll mainly just be old, horny guys that are essentially socially awkward. Oh shit, I can't believe I just said that. That's true though.
I'm quoting you.
Jasper gets all the women. Jasper gets all the attractive women. I have seen zero there. Zero in his community. I'm not trying to be mean, but he brings this up and he uses this as some sort of, talking piece as to why his channel is doing so well. He has no good-looking women. He has hardly any women, and the women that he does have, these women are not pretty.
Sorry. Not beautiful.
Yeah, and people really like, they laugh at me and they go, oh my God, this guy, right now I have 33 viewers. And that would be considered a failure, but the money is upsetting to people. The money is upsetting because they'll get 500 people and they'll make 99 cents.
I don't think anyone cares about the money. I think everyone's a little confused as to how your subscriber rate continues to consistently go up. You're over 30,000 now, and for some reason you still have the same numbers you did back when you had, close to 10,000 subscribers. So it's a little confusing to people when you have 30,000 subscribers and you only get 2,000 views on your new videos. This is typically the strongest piece of evidence to show that growth on a YouTube channel is inorganic, that something isn't quite right with the numbers here. When the interactions and the views are so low, but the subscribers continue to climb, it usually indicates someone buying subscribers. And Jasper knows this, right? Because he's been hiding so many videos that he releases that do not do well He hides them behind members only. As soon as he realizes they're not going to take off, that they're not doing that well, he'll throw it in behind his paywall so that, and once he does that, the views go away. You can't see it.
Well, it's like, yeah, and it's like, on demand. We can always on demand this later on. You post it, right? So that's where you get your views as well.
Well, yeah. So yesterday I was pulling maybe 50 viewers at the absolute peak, but then that video has 1,000 views. So people can watch it at their leisure if I leave it public or even members only. I got 600 members. So I would be considered a failure because I have 33 live viewers out of 27,000 subscribers. What's upsetting people and why there's so many attacks against me is the money, the 600 members, the support for the channel, me saying that I'm doing content.
You have 600 members.
As of today, I have like 572, but I had like 615 before. But it's a lot of people gifting them and stuff.
Exactly. Almost none of those memberships are actually people going and purchasing the membership for themselves. He has a small group of donors that gift those subs to everyone. So I would bet, I don't have the numbers in front of me, I would bet less than 5% of those members actually went and did it themselves.
But in the end, if you can pull 36 viewers, you are a failure. The problem is for everybody is they're getting 600 viewers, but it's a bunch of people that are not supporting their channel. So they are ending that live and they're making $0 because it's probably getting demonetized and maybe one person donates $5, which they'll net $3.50 from.
And I think people see that there are still only 30, 40 members in his live streams, the same as, back when he had 12,000 subscribers or below, the same amount. And he has doubled his subscribers and the viewers, the concurrent viewers has not grown. And I think people go, wait a minute, that seems weird. And he considers even questioning that hate, they must be jealous of the money. We're not jealous of the money, but we see that, what your view count is. We see what your concurrent viewers are, and we know what that should be. You should be getting 1%. You should be getting 1% of your subscribers in live streams. That's what it should be. That is what YouTube considers normal traffic. For you to be getting 40 concurrent viewers and have over 30,000 subscribers, that is less than 0.2%. There's something off.
So the thing that's upsetting about my channel is the money is upsetting to people. Otherwise, by all metrics, you would be considered a failure if you're pulling in the 30 viewer range out of 30,000 subscribers. But the problem and the real anger and venom for this channel is that I have people supporting the channel, and people don't like that I jumped a couple years worth of work. A lot of guys worked 2-3 years and they were unable to get on their feet on YouTube financially.
Always seems to think that everyone that dislikes him are just jealous YouTubers. I would bet Jasper, again, I don't know this. This is speculation, right? But I would bet Jasper makes less than 50K a year on YouTube. I would bet money that he makes less than 50K a year on YouTube. And he's saying that people are jealous of his money. I don't understand why people would be jealous of that.
So let me ask you, for reals, does all of the flack, the hates, the comments, it's a part of social media, but does it ever bother you? I mean, come on, I have a thick skin and I let it roll off my back. Sometimes though it pisses me off. Some of this stuff pisses me off. Do you ever get really mad, or what has been like your most extreme reaction, you think?
No, I mean, I'm not mad at all. I think it comes with the territory. With success comes hate. And the only thing that matters is how much money you're making on YouTube. Yeah. You could get all the views in the world, but people are trying to make a living on YouTube. So the only thing that matters is what your check looks like on the 21st. And people are in the comment section and counting donations and counting memberships and counting when I say I do a consultation, and they're adding it up and going, oh my God.
Jasper saying he doesn't care is either the least self-aware that I've ever seen anyone, or it's like one of the biggest lies I've ever heard someone tell. This man bans people immediately if he does not like something that they say. It gets to him very quickly. He has no tolerance whatsoever for difference of opinion, for any criticism of himself. He can't handle it at all. This is why she's asking this question, because I'm guessing she is, because she has to know. This guy goes off at the smallest thing. Like every little thing triggers this guy.
Everyone's saying you're doing a hit piece on me. Honestly, I don't really even care.
In that just short statement, everyone's out to get me, and now even the journalist is out to get me. If she does end up doing a hit piece on him, he'll just say, oh, she's jealous of me. She just wishes she could have had the life that I have. And it'll be fun to watch him try and explain that one away. That concludes part 2. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion, part 3, coming soon.